Greetings and welcome back, survivors, to the Cataclysm and to a little house that Isdar has just borrowed for the night. We have parked the electric derp in a garage. We have also looted the garage completely. There were a couple of interesting things, including a new truck alternator and a book that I would like to show you. I'm currently holding it. I quickly had a look over it. I wasn't really expecting much, and it's for the same reason I haven't really read Under the Hood, a romance novel, though perhaps I should, just to get them out of the way. Why is Under the Hood red? I'm fairly certain I know this book. Have we not had this book before? Bring on mechanic skill to 3. Makeshift welder, vehicle controls, folding bicycle. I'm fairly certain we have that book. But okay, well, it apparently thinks that we don't. And of course, read the romance novel. Just a few moments of some cheesy romance to pick Isdar's morale up a little bit. Now, the interesting one is welding and metallurgy. Mostly for this. We have the Flame Schwert, the Shish Kebab, number 9, Firebrand, and Rising Sun. Now, I'm fairly certain the Shish Kebab is going to be a sword of some type. I'm fairly certain that all of these are going to be weapons of some type. I haven't actually checked. So the first thing we're going to do in this episode is actually take a look at these things. So we've got the Flame Schwert, the Shish Kebab, number 9, Firebrand, and Rising Sun. Okay, so let's start with Shish. The Shish Kebab. This is a large blade with a fuel pipe on the side and a small tank and lighter built into the insulated hilt. When filled with gasoline, the blade can be made scorching hot to singe enemies and light your way. Used to ignite. Now, I'm fairly certain this is taken straight out of Fallout 3. I could be wrong. Fallout 3. I was about to say Fallout 4, but no, that's the one that's on its way. Now, the next one was, what was it, Rising Sun? This is a katana with a nozzle just behind the cutting edge of the blade. People love fire. People love katanas, so why not put them both together? The gas burners attached to this blade can really turn up the heat on your foes. Used to ignite. Very well. Next one was it the morning? No, Rising Sun. I forgot. Number 9. Let's find that. The number 9. This huge steel knife has been modified with a fuel tank, insulated handguard, and ignition system. When filled with gasoline, a system of torches heats the blade, burning your target. Basically, I suspect they are all, in fact, flame weapons. Let's see. Okay. Very well. I accept. And on that note, we're not going to read any more. I have no idea what was said there, and I feel bad for not knowing, honestly, I should. Now, let's see. Atomic Nightlight. Enjoy the serene Chernikov blue glow of the Rivtech Atomic Nightlight and feel confident that you won't have to worry about depleting its power supply for at least 160 million years of faithful service. That's fantastic! How big is it? How much does it weigh? Volume 1, weight 3.7 kilograms. That is actually quite a lot of kilograms. You know, I mean, something like that could just keep on his person at all times. It would mean that he'd always have light enough to read by, but also be visible to things like turrets. There's a pro and there's a con to that one. I'm not sure, but we'll hold on to it for now. And finally, the Guy Fawkes Mask. Now, this amused me because instead of having anything about Guy Fawkes or November the 5th or Parliament, it was we are anonymous, we are legion, we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us. Oh, 4chan and Anonymous and B and you've pervaded the public psyche to such a point that the 5th of November is barely forgotten anymore. And I can see no reason why we should forget it, honestly. But we're going to take it along. I'm not sure if Isdar is the type to celebrate the 5th, but well, you never know. If we can work out when the 5th of November is, maybe he will. Now, the garage is just down here. We're going to slip inside and drop off these goodies. We've still got a fair bit of room in the cargo container. We'll drop off the batteries. I picked up a couple of things. 5 tainted fats. I picked those up off a fat zombie. Now, the reason why I picked that up is because I've been told that I can actually use that in crafting to make some pretty nice stuff. We'll keep those on us, and we won't hold on to the nicotine gum, though. there's quite a lot of stuff that we really just don't need that we're holding on to. We'll keep a hold of the... no, we won't keep a hold of the tramadol. The disinfectants we'll keep. The cough syrup can go away. Cocaine we'll keep. The caffeine, yeah, okay, we'll keep all of that. Get rid of these. We'll drop off the can of beer. We're not going to be drinking beer whilst we're trying to drive around. Isdar is not that good. And we'll keep hold of the atomic nightlight as well. Now, on the note of food, let's eat some of our biscuits. Not our binoculars this time. Oh my lord, I can't believe I did that. I'm going to have to make new binoculars. That's not easy to do. I've got the components back at base that I should be able to put it together, but it's such a shame that I have to at all. And we also want to drop off the plastic bottle, the aluminium can, and that's just about it. But before we go, now, I took a bit of flack for replacing the car seat on this quad with a saddle. Now, in my mind, it was a motorbike saddle. Now, apparently, I got her off a scooter. Regardless, the commenter in question seemed incensed by the idea that I would believe that a saddle would be better than a giant car seat on the back of my quad. Now, I expressed that I thought it was a motorbike saddle. They rightly pointed out that it was a scooter. If it was a scooter, then I can completely see where they're coming from. But they also went on to say, well, they didn't really see the difference. Honestly, that even a motorbike saddle wouldn't really be that much better. But they were arguing about the scooter. So this isn't entirely pertinent. But part of my reasoning was that I didn't think the game actually cared. I felt that the game probably was of a mind of the saddle is a saddle is a saddle. And here we are, a motorcycle with a saddle. It's not a motorcycle saddle, it's just a saddle. In as far as the game goes, as far as building cars, a saddle is a saddle is a saddle. So use your mind's eye. Imagine it was a motorbike saddle, or a motorbike that I got off, or if not, if you really can't use your imagination like that, then pretend that I took the saddle off the electric derp and swapped it with the saddle that was on the motorbike and put the motorbike saddle on the electric derp, and now I'm driving around on a motorbike saddle. I think we can all agree that that is the best possible solution. And with that, we are going to be driving backwards, which I'm none too confident in Isdar's ability to do. Yeah, as I suspected, he's kind of drifting. Okay, now, we do need to mark that as explode, and this one is explode as well. We've got a library over here. We have a radio station over there, and then another one over there, and a library over there. What's this? That's an office. But we're really not going to be visiting these things. We want to call in at all three of these libraries, in my opinion, and we should be able to do that before this day in-game is out. Whether we'll be able to do that in this episode, I really don't know. But we want to try and turn the electric derp and not be going reverse at 80 miles an hour. Please stop. Isdar. Stop. Isdar, start speeding up. Isdar, come on. Oh my lord. You are terrible at driving, Isdar. And here we are at our first destination. We've got a couple of zombies around us, just making their moves. So let's move away from the electric derp for now, just so that they aren't too tempted to try and walk into it and thus smash it. Because those solar panels will not take too much of a beating. What did you have? You had a cash card. Okay, I'll take that. Tough zombie, thank you very much for your contribution. Now, I'm fairly certain I spied a zombie. Yes, there we are. A zombie in here as I was approaching. Now, I don't want to be right next to you. The reason why I opened the door to the southwest and then moved towards that one instead of just moving straight south is I didn't want the fat zombie to get the drop on Isdar. Now, what did you have? You had nothing of any great value except the tainted fat, which we will be taking. Now then, let's have a look. Crafters Quarterly. I'm fairly certain we've got Novice Bowhunter. We wouldn't know what it was if we didn't have it. We will be taking the Book of Poetry. Isdar needs to keep up his reading, otherwise his life will become dull, meaningless. We need to keep his mind as sharp as his body. Experimental novel? Experimental novel? What on earth is an experimental novel? Perhaps written in an experimental way, maybe? Is that what they're going for? Mystery novel? Yeah, sure, we'll take that. How much room have we got? We've got a fair bit. We should be able to empty out the entire contents of this library in one run. The Sutras of the Buddha. Yes, we definitely want that. We must preserve the cultural heritage of the world from the before times. Some nails, some more nails. It looks like a zombie did not believe in preserving the cultural heritage of the before times. Pocket survival guide, I like that. Okay, you're coming this way. That's a shame. You're going to see it. You're going to come through that window, aren't you? Well, you know what? I don't care. We're going to be grabbing some more. A book on plays. Oh, I hope there's some Shakespeare in there. We need some of the classics, Isdar. Again, we must preserve the cultural richness of the world from the before times, even though we're kind of happy that we're not in it anymore, because we can eat people without fear of repercussions. Tattered Linux t-shirt, we're going to be taking that. Our pride will not allow us to leave it behind. And there we are out. First library raided. Now, let's have a quick look at these books that we've got. We've got a book of fairy tales. That requires intelligence of 6, increases our morale by 3. Okay, that's not too bad. Only 18 minutes to read. Isdar likes fairy tales. The Hadith, intelligence of 8 to read, and only morale by 1. But, it's probably a much more heavy read, but still worth it. The same, I imagine, is going to be true of the Sutras of the Buddha. Yes, 8 intelligence, 1 morale. What about the adventure novel? 4 intelligence to read, and affects our morale by 4. Isdar is very happy with adventures. Experimental novel, 5 intelligence, only morale by 1. Isdar isn't a big fan. Horror novels, 7 intelligence, morale by 1. Too scary. Isdar doesn't like them. They make his skin crawl, and for the rest of the night, he's hearing all kinds of eldritch horrors in the noises from outside, coming from other eldritch horrors. I mean, it's a pretty horrible situation to be in, really. Mystery novel, 7 intelligence, 4 morale. Okay, he quite likes the mystery novels. Book of plays, 9 intelligence, only 2 morale. Oh, Isdar, you disappoint me. Your love of the classics, it's terrible. Maybe they're more modern plays. Maybe they by untried, unproven authors. We don't know. Now, okay, the Pocket Survival Guide. What do we have here then? Let's actually have a quick look at the Pocket Survival Guide in our inventory, because it'll highlight the things that we don't know how to make. Pair of glove liners, fur sleeping bag, baked dahlia root, poppy sleep, poppy painkiller, fungicide, antifungal drug, parasitic drug, and adrenaline injector. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, let's drop off our spoils. We want to drop off the tainted fats as well. And all of this. There we go. Not too bad at all. And you know what? We probably should eat some vitamins while we're here. Okay, well, the electric derp is ready to move on, and I shall bring you back when we have reached the next destination. Let's see if Isdar can actually do this quickly this time. I've actually brought you back a little bit sooner than I expected, mostly because I've got a lot of killing to do, but this is actually something I'm quite pleased with. These houses are such interesting shapes. There's so much diversity now in all of the houses that we've got, and it shouldn't possibly make as big of a difference to me as it does, but it makes the game so much more interesting to play, in my opinion. To have all of these different shaped houses around the place, all of these different options for things to check out, and wow, we've got a horde coming towards us. I approve, Isdar, well done. Just as long as there are any of them shockers. There's a grabber zombie. There's no shocker zombies though, so that's fine. What about you? Let's take you out as well. Are there any shocker brute? I would love a shocker brute or two right now. Isdar would love to be able to test his metal against a shocker brute. Or 2, maybe 3. Well, maybe 3 is pushing it. I don't know. 2 he could manage. The enormous stun potential of the Survivor Machete would be able to keep 2 at bay, I think. There we go. And you as well. It wouldn't do to just leave you there, wandering the wastes without all of your companions. Ooh, there's a shrieker and some more zombies. And wow, something big exploded. Well done, something big. It doesn't look like there's too much. Ooh, wow, okay. We've got a lot of crazy stuff going on up there. Solar car as well. I should probably try and get those solar panels. Hello, Shrieker Zombie. Let me just take you out, shall we? Hello? Yep, that's fine. And the next. Come on. You're going to get close, aren't you? Yep, there we are. I don't mind. And another one will probably get relatively close before I can take it out. Or that crazy gas has killed everything else that was in it. Which I'd be okay with, by the way. Right, there we go. We've got some more noxious fumes everywhere. And you're probably going to explode. No. There we go. And as long as you let them just get almost close enough and don't try to approach them, it seems to be fine. It doesn't appear that the gas really affects Isdar that much. In fact, let me just check on Isdar. Have you got something over your mouth? No, you've only got 2 encumbrance, so you haven't got a gas mask on. So Isdar is just doing pretty well at the moment. Okay, let's get in there. Finish you off. I'll try and take on the grabber quickly because that could cause me some problems. No, there we go. So Isdar has managed to wipe out a small zombie army. Fantastic, Isdar. I knew I could count on you. And we'll also finish this one off as well rather than have it sneak up on us. But obviously, a lot of this is happening... Ooh, the hazmat zombie is just to the south. A lot of this is happening because we've got the music on in the electric dirt. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Let's go and fix that. We want the music on in the electric dirt. We must have it. Right, let's turn on the stereo. There we go. And then get back out. Let go of the controls. We don't want to turn off the electric dirt. We want the stereo to be playing. And now, is there anything else? Anyone else? There's a couple of people up to the north. Now, there's probably going to be a reasonable amount of stuff for me to gather here. Ah, look at... That one's got a garage, that little house over in the northwest. And this is what I was originally bringing you back for. It's just to point out that now that I'm entering areas which were generated post-patch... post-update to 0.c, the variety of the houses is really, really staggering and is really, really increasing my enjoyment of just exploring the areas. There's so much more variety and new things for me to see. But I am not going to bore you with me looting and butchering all of these corpses. I shall bring you back in a few moments. And welcome back. We are just pulling up nearby the library now. It's just down the road, but I noticed what I believe are cargo containers. There's a shocker brute. There's also what looks like a mostly not broken SUV. So I'm thinking that we may want to just pull up here. There's also a zombie brute. Alright, pull the handbrake. Get out, Isdar. Let's stop driving completely. Let's activate your dielectric capacitance system so we can tangle with the shocker brute properly. Ha! Yes, step into it. The electricity flows over you, does nothing to me. Yes, step through it all. Let it know that its doom awaits. And then wallop it a few times. Don't let up. Keep it stunned. That's right. Stun lock the brutes. That is the way you will win. Ha ha! I have got you. You had a tattered trench coat. My lord. Who... Well, I don't want you guys in there to be breaking this thing, honestly. So, would you please stop? Right, I believe that is a military zombie that I'm beating up there. There's a grabber zombie, military zombie. You need to not be alive anymore. Let's butcher the military zombie. Butcher the grabber zombie. Don't stop. Get items on ground. What did we have? Ooh, okay. Cash card. We had a 7.62 by 54mm R. I'm assuming that's ammo of some sort. Steel-toed boots. What do we have there? Nothing too much. Had a towel. Didn't actually help you though, did it? Let's wait for one of these to step into our kill zone. There we go. That's right. We can quickly dispatch all of these fat zombies. Now the nice thing about killing fat zombies is that you will get fat from them, which we can then use. I believe it's for making tallow, which can be used in a number of projects. I could be wrong. It could be something else, but there we go. And the hazmat zombie, let's just wipe you out too, and then start butchering. There's nothing here to butcher, really. I'll butcher this fat zombie. No, don't stop butchering. We want all of the fat, and then we're going to get down to the real prize from this, a shocker brute. I really never thought I would be saying, I really wish there was a shocker brute around here for me to fight. But now I am, and I am very thankful that we had one. There's every possibility that we will get some CBMs from this. Muscle augmentation CBM, and a burnt out bionic, we'll take that. Your muscular system has been enhanced with myoma fibers, giving you a +2 bonus to strength. Wow. Absolute wow. That would make Isdar ridiculously powerful. He's already a beast when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. that would be fantastic. And let's grab all of this tainted fat. Obviously, it's probably going to have an incredibly high chance of failure, which is unfortunate. Under the hood, we're not going to take it. I'm fairly certain we've got that back at base. But let's actually just have a quick look at this CBM. 37% of genetic damage. No, we're not going to try and install it here, but we probably are going to be going back and trying that. Anything in there? I don't think so. Okay, well, the first things first, we need to start dropping stuff off. So, Burnt Out Bionic, all of these glorious things, and the Muscle Augment CBM. That is absolutely fantastic. We couldn't have hoped for better. Do we have anything else? Yes, we'll drop that off as well. We'll drop off the cash card into the personal trunk. Now, what we want to do is have a look here. Trunk. None. Oh, really? It's just a trunk? Roller drum. Headlight. Car horn. Okay. It's basically a steamroller. My God. It's a steamroller. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, let's see. We've got a mini fridge there. A kitchen unit. What else have we got? Bed, aisle, some things. Nothing really we care about. Alright, we actually want the mini fridge then. Is there a chance that we could repair that? I don't think there is. Not unless we bring up the electric derp a little closer. But let's try just in case. So we want to turn this away. And then let it drift a little bit closer and park it there. There we go. And hop out. Let go of the controls. We won't stop driving for now. I believe letting go of the controls doesn't turn off the engine. Yeah, we'd need an RV kitchen unit for that. That's fine then. Right, we want to remove the mini fridge. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Dented mini fridge. That is absolutely fine. Let's drop that off quickly before that dog gets up to us. And kapow. There we are. Not kapoi, kapow. Right, we want to head down. The library is just down here, so we won't bother. Ooh, there is also the zombie brew, but we're not going to bother worrying too much about not bringing the electric derb. Let's just drive our way down until we're relatively close to the library, and then we can hop out. Well, there's also the solar-powered car here. And let's pull a brake there. There we go. I pulled the handbrake. And hop out. We'll stop driving at this point. Let's just deal with you, shall we? There we are. Crawling zombie. What did you have? Nothing of any great importance. Solar cell. Yes, we want that. We actually want everything here. So, let's see. How are these solar cells? Oh, the solar panel is okay. Okay, we'll take that. We'll also take the storage battery case. Ooh. Alright, we need to take out the storage battery. My bad. The solar panel's also okay there. Yeah, continue taking it apart. And we've also got... Wow, we've actually got quite a lot from this. That solar car had a lot of useful components. Right, okay, we want to move all of this in. You put the solar panel in the masterwork electric derps cargo space. That's fantastic. Let's actually just examine the vehicle. How many units have we got stored? The cargo space, we are still doing quite fine. And we'll drop off the solar cell. Right, there we are. That's not bad at all. I do want to try and find a car where I... Well, actually, I could just go to all of the cars with the seatbelts and take out the seatbelts. The objective there would be the possibility of making a 5-point harness, but I'm not even sure that would make sense on this. All about swords. It can be understood by beginners. Okay, well, this might have some sword recipes in it, or it might just teach us about making swords, which would be quite nice. What we got there? An erotic novel. Hackneyed narrative concealing low-grade literary smut. Yeah, sure. Whatever is that. I'm not going to judge you. The Book of Mormon. Yeah, again, we need to preserve the cultural heritage. Coming-of-age novel. No, we don't want to preserve those. What else do we want? Crime novel. No. Come on, there's got to be something good. All about swords. We've just picked that up. Beauty magazine. No, they'll only make you feel ugly. Lots of just reading in here. Isdar is very wet and very unhappy about being wet. We have not got too much going for us in here. Okay, well, let's actually check this out. Yeah, it's all because he's wet at the moment. I should really put on his poncho while out and about. How to trap anything. Absolutely anything. If you want to trap it, you read this book. It tells you everything you need to know about trapping. Fantastic. Advanced Physical Chemistry. Ooh. University level textbook on advanced principles of chemistry, both organic and inorganic. Yes, please. Advanced Economics, we already know that one. Swords of the Samurai. This in-depth and technical text details various forms of ancient Japanese swordsmithing and is well illustrated with step-by-step photo instructions. Fantastic. We may be making ourselves a katana. Sewing techniques for designers and principles of advanced programming. Wow, we've actually did get a fair bit of good books there. Okay, I like that. Oh, there's so many billboards out there. Interesting. Okay, well, we've got a reasonable amount of books from that. Let's just mosey on up to the electric derp. We'll read through these books, and then we're going to wrap up this episode. Also, I am an enormous fool. I left the dielectric power system on, so I kind of need to eat clothes for a bit. But first, let's read these books, find out what we've got. Okay, Advanced Physical Chemistry. Get. Alright, requires... Can bring our cooking skill to 8. Requires cooking level 5. Requires intelligence of 12 to easily read. That's going to be hard for us then. Morale of -1. Takes 34 minutes to read. And can make gunpowder, rebreather mask, filter cartridge, gas mask, sugar, royal jelly, dynamite, acid bomb, hard plating, a still, a chemistry set, hemostatic powder, antiseptic powder, duct tape, saline solution, acid bottle, low-grade methamphetamine, crack, poppy sleep, thorazine. What else can we see? Pink tablet, adrenaline injector, aspirin, water purification tablets, lye powder, heat packs, iodine tablets, bleach. We can make bleach and ammonia, oxidizer powder, gasoline, poppy cough syrup, liquid fertilizer, fertilizer bomb, and zombie pheromone. Zombie pheromone may be useful at some point. Isdar is probably strong enough now not to want to use that. And it looks like... Oh, that's interesting. It seems that we actually know everything that was in there. That's very interesting. The Book of Mormon. Requires intelligence 8 to read and raises the morale by 1. How to trap anything. Can take your trapping skill to 4. 5 crafting recipes. The blade trap, booby trap, bear trap, and landmine. All about swords. Weapon skill, cutting weapon skill to 1. Requires intelligence of 5 to easily read. That's not good. We already know all of that. Erotic novel. Requires intelligence 7 to read. Oh, well, okay. And only increases the morale by 1. Can't be very well written. Maybe that's why it requires intelligence 7. Just so hard. So hard to understand why they would act that way in this novel. It's just also contrite. Principles of advanced programming. Increases our computer's level to 3. Requires more intelligence than we have, but only by a little. Sewing techniques for designers. That's quite a lot. We'll actually check that out in our inventory. And Swords of the Samurai. Okay, we're actually going to check those 2 books out through this. So the Swords of the Samurai. Let's see which ones we don't already know. Wakizashi, the Tiger Claws, Broken Katana, Nodashi, Repeating Crossbow, Tanto Kukuri, Razorbar Kata, and Cestus. That's actually quite cool. So some just raw like claws and fist weapons. I like that actually. Sorry, Broken Katana. No, the Bokken and the Katana. Okay, well that's actually really, really awesome. We'll have to check those out. Let's check these out. Okay, we've got the Union suit, jumpsuit, pair of leather armor boots, flame-resistant hood, leather trench coat, pair of flame-resistant gloves, hot pants. Is there any survivor gear in here? Chitinous armor, bone body armor, bone armor helmet, plated leather armor, boiled leather armor, pair of fetlock furs, leather duster, straw fedora, sleeveless leather duster, thermal electric outfit, and tailor's kit. Okay, nothing too awesome there, but finally, let's just check on these things that we haven't actually seen before again. As the zombie pheromone is the main one there. Okay, well, so far we've hit 2 of the libraries that we wanted to hit, and we've gotten a reasonable amount of books out of it. Some that are just, you know, fuel for the fire, really, but we'll keep a hold of them. We're going to stock up Isdar's little library, but some that actually contain either some skill ups or, better yet, some really nice recipes. But that is going to be the end of this episode. In the next, once I mark this library as being explored, we're going to make our way down here to this library, I think. And following that, I think that's going to be it for this area. We're going to go straight back home then. So we've hit 2 libraries so far. And we are about to visit the last one in the next episode and make our way back to the church. Hopefully, we'll be able to build a new set of binoculars. Because honestly, at the distance that we're at, we should have already uncovered some of this. It's a shame that we haven't, but there we are. But that is it from myself and from Isdar for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed and will be joining us for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.